What's going on, people? This is Vision. This video right here is called "Girls Get Paid Out Because of Me." Now, this payout stuff on girls has been going on for a long time. I think since the middle of 2014 or I know kind of like right after my enemy F-Scar's debut, and then but I've been fighting it, and F-Scar's been getting caught. The girls before it was just like they get paid out, and the girls would go out and they'd say, "Yeah, I got paid out," and all that. They talk about the money they got paid out on, and then what they would have to do is try to keep her away, and it was just they got technical with it now. They try to do contracts and stuff like that. But if the girl that gets paid out now and she's getting harassed by my enemy Oscar, and because what they want is to pay the girl, and Oscar wants to still be around that girl, and then because what see this drama has been going on for a long time. First of all, because when my enemy was a kid, he had told me that he was gonna sleep with all my girls that I wanted. And that was back then, but I remember that. I was like fucking kid. And I was already with the girl at that time. It was after my first love, which was Boone, and then there was another girl. Her name was Barbara, and so I was with Barbara a little bit longer than Boone, but Boone I was with that was my first long relationship that I've ever had. In fact, the girl that I first loved too, but she got paid out. And then what they did was okay, so this is what it is. My enemy pays out the girl. The government has nothing to do with that. The government and the North Carolina Masons have nothing to do with my enemy paying off the girl. They just try to convince him, F-Scar, they try to convince F-Scar, Oscar, to do that, to pay off the girl. So what they'll do is keep her away, and they're gonna do their end on trying to keep her away by having these fake people try to say they know me, and they got a script they go off of on what they want me to look like and what to say and how to say it and all kinds of stuff like that, so their minds could be twisted, because their main thing is just to keep the girl away, because it's what the NorCal Masons took the oath on and what they want on me. And then it has to do too with my enemy F-Scar as well. So there's a lot going on. They all have to work together. It's not just one doing one thing. No. F-Scar has to pay out. Then from there, he's promised that, or yeah, Oscar's promised that, okay, we're gonna make sure we got this plot going on when he goes to sleep, and so that's it. So if the girl wants to take, if the girl that Oscar pays out goes against my enemy, F-Scar, so goes against that person, so she is allowed to sue him if she gets harassed by him, because all she needs to do is take me to court, because I rather her have the money than my enemy and stuff. And so he's been intruding. He's been paying off, like I said, since I know definitely in 2014 they were paying off, but it was like small amounts, like 500, maybe like 1,000, something like that. But then it went up to like 10,000. I heard one time, and that was probably like the most. But now it's more. Now it's way more than that. But see, the girls, they have to look nice. They have to be somebody. They have to do something. Because so my first love, she got paid out. And there's no girl in the world that would get paid out that much money just for being somebody's first love. But I'm glad, and she deserves it. So, I'm glad, because I feel, yes, that is important. She did mean a lot to me at that time and stuff. Yeah, so I'm glad and I'm glad it's recognized, and to get paid out that much shows the recognition, So yes, more power to her and stuff. But I'm not going to take her to court. There's no reason for that. What they did is lied to her, fabricate a whole bunch of stuff, make up all these lies and fake pictures, and the only reason and then the only way that she can be with me is that she has to have a kid with my enemy, because when he was a kid he said that stuff and he wants to hold it up back then, so he has to have a kid with her. And then on top of that, they have to run up all in her. They have to do some D wars on her and stuff like that. And that's the only way I could have her. But then at the end, it's like I find out, and it's like, okay, well, first of all, she has my enemy's kid, so I definitely don't want to be with her then. It's because she knew first of all that was going to happen. I don't know if that was part of the contract or what, but the whole thing is, that's what it is. So my enemy continuously follows in my shadows with my girls. I don't want his girls. They could talk about his girls. I don't give a fuck. It's my girls are the important ones. Those are the ones getting paid out. His girls don't get paid out. There's no payout what they're doing. I mean, like food, gas, and shit like that. But other than that, there's really no payout like that. The girl has to be adamant. She has to want me. If the higher she is and the more she wants me, they're gonna pay her out. And then when they do that, they still have to keep her away. They have to keep her away and do all this stuff. And then I find out they have to hypnotize me. And then so they do all these things. And then they fabricate everything. They tell her, so she'll be like afraid to see me. And then after Boone, there was another girl I was talking to in October of 2019, and then you know, almost for about a year. And my enemy goes and hacks my account, goes and finds out I was talking to this beautiful girl overseas, and she was into me. She was adamant. She wanted to be with me and all this kind of stuff, and I was into her too. But they kept her away, and they did all kinds of stuff, and then they did the D wars on her, and it was all bad. It was all bad. They did the sex word thing, and they paid her out, and then so and but then Oscar, he committed suicide. He killed himself, and then that's why F's Oscar number two came along, and Oscar number two came along, and then that's when the Russian model Anastasia, she was with the F scar number two, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere comes the first Oscar, because they had to use the time machine to bring him back, and then that's what happened. But Anastasia didn't. I don't think she got paid out until like later on. But the whole point is she got paid out. And then when they get paid out, they have to be for the fake profile. They have to try to make the fake profile as me and all this kind of stuff, fool them. And then, even though they know it's a lie, they got to try to still twist their mind. They really fuck with their mind really hard. And it takes a lot of work. I found out that the people that make up on what to say about me, they're psychologists and people to know what to say and words to say and all this stuff, so their minds can be twisted and stuff like that. It takes a lot of minds to do this heavy cock blocking on me. It takes a lot of minds, a lot of money, people, degrees, colleges, military, all kinds of stuff. And so at the end, they don't get sued. There's no suing that's going on. The only thing that's going on is them trying to convince the girl on something I'm not. F Scar's doing the paying off. F Scar's doing it. All right, remember Leo Rubin MySpace, Vision Leo Rubin YouTube channel. Later.